and gentlemen. So we're gonna be talking about some serious stuff here. I've been noticing, and it's been going around like a plague, like the Black Plague. And as you can see by the title, this is some serious stuff. Reason why I couldn't go live in the last town that I was in is because there were individuals from online that was calling, and they were like, you got some raunchy ass, the sheriffs were like, you got some raunchy ass viewers. And I said, yes, I do. And apparently they ran, I guess they wanted to see where the calls were coming from, and they pinged it, and they said that most of the calls were like from out of state. Well, I think obviously I could tell you that. But the sheriff said, "Can you not go live in my county?" I was like, I can't abide by your wishes. He said, why not? Because I'm trying to do something honest. What is that? Get paid by YouTube and collect some donations so I can eat. Because I know your town don't like people begging for money. He said, do me a favor. I'll take you down by the tracks. Do me a favor. I know you're gonna go live stream anyway. But he ended up giving me a ride by the tracks. And as soon as I got out of the car, I got a 70-mile ride by a nice elderly person. And we talked about how YouTube is pretty much going down the drains because of people like Emma and her little faggot community. There are good communities. It's just that these people are so intrigued into committing crimes. I mean, that sheriff said, well, if you ping that locations, can't you just figure out where they're at and arrest them for falsification? They're like, it's not as that easy. I mean, you got their number, yeah, but they used a clone number, but we got their names. I mean, these sheriffs in Pennsylvania, they don't fuck around, dude. High elevations, dude. I'm above 1,000 and some change. I'm not used to it. The elderly guy gave me some cigarettes, which is not bad. So we're gonna get into the nitty gritty here in a few minutes. But I do need to ask. I'm not begging for it. If you don't give, you don't give. But just remember, I gotta stay alive to feed my dog. I'm not asking for dog food, because I already got some. I'm asking to keep me alive to feed my dog, Reese. Cash App, I owe Cash App about $50. I kind of do. But I lost, that's also one of the biggest parts of the reasons I didn't go live is because I lost my debit card. It's my main bank, but I ordered a new one. So that's going to be coming. I have to wait around for it. But it's going to be coming. Thank God that, thank God I got Google Pay on my phone. That's a plus. I do have Venmo pay. Well, Venmo goes to that my bank account. PayPal. If you guys are true, please donate to PayPal and shit. That'd be great. There is a hotel about 10 miles down the road, and I would love to get a hotel room, but that's gonna cost money, extra money, because I gotta take an Uber. I'm not walking. But anyway, I could care less about Uber. Just give me a second. I got like a spectators in the background. Alright, they're gone. Spectators, you know. Hey, I'm living a lifestyle that people get curious of. I'm living a tramp hobo lifestyle, and people notice, and it's a dead giveaway, pretty much. And apparently I'm sitting in a foamer's paradise when I'm sitting in foamer's love. And most of us rail riders don't like certain foamers because they snitch. Please do not snitch. This guy asked me a question like, why are you riding? I was like, well, most of you guys don't like to give rides. Most of you guys doesn't like and frown upon it, so the next best thing when we're dead on broke is to ride the rails. That's one of the few questions they ask. Why do you ride? It's because we're broke, and then on top of that, nobody likes to give rides as much as we would want, but unfortunately, we gotta do what's second to best. But yeah, let's get back to the nitty gritty. Like I said, if you guys want to help us out with donations to keep me alive to feed Reese, that'd be great. I kind of want some pizza. After this stream, I gotta go find somewhere to take a shit. Yeah. But anyway, so basically, I wouldn't call it swatting. Well, it is swatting. And telephonic harassment by calling it in and other stuff. I'm also going to be talking on behalf of Michael Hyler, escapade. It's quite funny how the harassers doesn't like when they get harassed. It's funny as hell. But when I just started to nitpick and no, that was not a picture of Emma. That was not a picture of Emma's family. It was just a random video that I was watching, females getting arrested. And I was like, oh shit, that looks like Emma. So I said, fuck it, let's play around with it. But yeah, that was a mere joke. Because she likes posting people's mugshots. And apparently, I'm getting more spectators. So give me a second. Hold on. Fuck it. Fuck it. Alright, hold on. Hold on, guys. Yeah, they moved on. People see the dog, they want to come say hi. I mean, I don't mind people petting her. It's just that, like, she gets super active, hyperactive, and once she gets past a certain point, she doesn't want to listen. And, you know, I have to tell people not to pet her. Yeah, I mean, I don't care if they get butt hurt. I don't really fucking care. I'm not out here for people to pet her. I don't understand it. Alright. So, what we was talking about what, chat? No, these weren't farmers. These were people that were wanting to pet Reese. And unfortunately, Reese gets super hyperactive to the point that she will not listen. Like, when she gets hyper, it's automatic like a 5 beyond. And I don't because I got backlashing from using shock collars to calm her down. So, like, I just show her the muzzle and she'll, like, calm down. She'll calm down because she doesn't want the muzzle. I mean, who doesn't? But yeah, so I've been watching some of the harassments on Brooke and some of the harassment on Michael Hylor. And I totally feel sorry for Michael Hylor, because yes, granted they're drug addicts, and granted they don't make the best decisions in life, granted, but why do you guys feel that it's necessary to harass a person that's down and out, that have drug problems, and a little bit of telling the truth? It's not for you to show out to the public. It's not for you. It's really not for you to judge and cast hundreds and thousands of people to ridicule, to do all sorts of harassments. But once a particular person gets harassed, they become instantly a victim, like the liberals and the lefties. A victim. Oh no, he's harassing me. Stop calling me. I mean, it doesn't feel good, does it? I mean, if you do talk to a cop and you explain what's going on, like I did, because I did get contacted by the police, and I said, it's an online drama. There's a group called, I don't know what they call themselves, but it's a particular streamer in the UK that has a Twitter, and I happen to find it, and I'm just giving a dose of reality, the dose of their medicine. And the cop told me precisely, simmer it down. I understand what goes around comes around, but these people are whacked. And I said, yes, they are whacked. And they're like, who is this guy out of Michigan? And I was like, that would be Michael Hylor. Somebody also mentioned that I was harassing them too. And I was like, no. If you read my post, I'm sure they gave my YouTube channel to you. Yeah. And I saw it. And they saw the little clip. And they said, You were trying to calm down the individual that you called. They didn't see no harassments, no stalking out of that. I mean, he did say the person did right. Did right by blocking you. Congratulations. You did right. That as a normal person, you blocked me. Cool. I'm not gonna fuck with you. But somebody else might. If you really want to get in touch with Emma, I mean, she tells you she's on Twitter and such other platforms, and Hats too. Now, Hats gave me permission to call him, but I'm not paying Twitter to call him. I'm not paying Twitter to call him. I'm not. And shit. But I was told, simmer it down. And I said, you know what? I'll simmer down when I want to. I like to harass the harassers. He said, there's no problem in that. Just keep it civil. I said, yes, sir. It's not my problem to get butthurt and call the cops on me. It's not my problem. I mean, for every harasser, there's going to be another harasser. And for you guys thinking it's whatever in your brain, okay, let me rephrase this and let me re-speak it. Whatever you have in your brain does not make it right to deliberately try to call the cops or call a facility to get that person kicked out like you guys did to Brooke. Like you did to Michael Hylor. That's uncalled for. You know, Emma did say, that's not cool. But you guys don't give a shit. One of these days, you're gonna give a shit. Because the reality of it, somebody's gonna fucking turn around and nip you to see how it feels to be harassed. We, as a community of mine, have to quit. Well, my community is not. Let's say, as a community of YouTube, I'm not trying to put blame into any fucking category, but I'm trying to say this in a way that you mother effers can understand me. We got to nip this in the butt. We got to. You know? We got to nip the swatting, the harassments, calling facilities, just to get somebody kicked or arrested because you don't like what he or she, them, they, it have said. We got to quit. We got to quit. In reality. And if you're not quitting, then it's up to the streamers, moderators, to block you. And if you get blocked, and somehow you have a streamer's phone number, then you're stalking. You deliberately went out of your way to find information on that person. And if you are a streamer like Emma, then you have every right to be harassed because you're harassing somebody else. You need to feel what it's like to be harassed. Emma didn't like it. So why does she think her victims like it? But no, it's not. You guys are calling it. Literally, you guys that are haters, that are serial swatters, callers, you're saying, oh, we're just pointing out the truth. No, stop creating drama. Stop creating false content. I mean it. If Michael Hylor and me teamed against these idiots by blocking and reporting to their local officials that we're getting harassed. We're the ones getting harassed. You're the ones that are trying to fit a narrative and control the stream. We don't like that. So remember, if someone's harassing the harasser, that means justice is being done, because for all the cops around the world, meaning the country of the United States, say, get off the fucking internet. Get off the internet. And all this bullshit. And you guys that are serial cop callers, kicking people out, harassers. Oh my God, dude. You're the problem. You guys are the fucking problem. 100% the problem. For real. I'm going to take your guys' questions real quick. Yo, what's up, Rick? Well, the thing is, until she gives up making fun of and spreading hate on Michael Hyler, I will quit. If she quits, I quit. Point blank. If she don't like it, then she needs to stop. I mean, I don't defend the actions of the individuals that may have caused this grief. Meaning, like, I understand there's some things that you don't like about Michael Hyler. I understand that. But to go out of your way to get them kicked out of said places is bullshit. It's none of your fucking business at all where they're at. Like so of me. It's none of your fucking business. It's not your call to get someone kicked out. I mean, I don't need to listen to Michael Hyler and his girlfriend. I get it from people like you. Did you hear about what happened to Michael? They got kicked out. Did you hear about Brooke? They kicked her out. She got trespassed. See, the thing is, the only way a person can get trespassed if someone called. And it's you guys that are doing it. It needs to stop. It needs to fucking stop. We don't need you guys to create content for us. We don't need you to be the director at all. And if any cops that are listening, take fucking actions. If someone is reporting a false crime, it is up to you, law enforcement, to report them as false reporters. False reporters. It starts with you to nip this shit in the ass, law enforcement. I will be like a fly on shit. Until this stops, then I'll be happy. Because no content creator should be altered to do something different that they don't normally do on live stream, like hide locations. Because someone shows a location doesn't give you the right to SWAT, harass them, or call the facility to get them kicked out. That's not content. Because your board does not give, or should I say, because your board and or hate that content creator does not give you the right to call and harass them. Meaning via cops, online bullying, or should I say, calling a facility to get them kicked. That's you guys. That is totally you fucking guys. Like I said, if you guys want to keep me alive to feed Reese, that'll be awesome. I got dog food. I just gotta get food for myself. Cash App, Venmo, and all that shit is in the description down below. No, I have not. Right, Hot Dog Frank. Right, it's not funny. It's terrible. Now, do I condone harassing the harassers? No, but to a certain point. To a certain point, because they need to feel the same way how their victim feels, in a way. Because these cops say it's just YouTube drama, there's nothing we can do about it. Then fuck it, let's harass the harassers. Fuck them. I mean, we need anti-bullying. We need, I wouldn't say I don't want to say justice warriors, but don't go out of your way to cause havoc because they're causing havoc on a victim. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, hold on, we got another spectators. Give me a minute. Alright, they were just passing by. They had 2 dogs. One of them's aggressive. So hold on. Nope, they're gone. Cool. Alright. So, yeah, Frank. See, the thing is, I didn't buy these. It was given to me. I won't feed you, but I'll give you some cigarettes. Cool. Thank you. I did buy this, though, because I had enough. Everything's like $8 and like 2 slices of pieces to $8. I'm like, what the fuck? What up, Ryan? So we're practically talking about how swatting, harassing the content creator and getting them kicked needs to be stopped. We need to stop the leftists and them woke ass motherfuckers in their tracks. I mean, I'm not saying be violent. I'm just saying just make them feel how it is to be harassed. If you're a streamer, stream the harassers like Emma666 and Steve DeLive. Because they need a dose of their medicine. And nobody's too bold to do that shit. Nobody's too bold, you know? Because, all the way around, the cops are like, it's YouTube drama. We ain't going to do shit about it. Well, then can I harass her for harassing a victim? To a certain point. He didn't want to agree with it. But he said, just simmer it down. Just don't do anything illegal. I don't. It's YouTube. And he's like, I agree with you. I agree that you're trying to give the harassers a dose of their medicine. But just simmer it down. Don't rile them up. Don't stir the pot. Than it is. Any more than it is. I was like, alright there, sure. Alright. This has been going on since ice sighting started. Actually, it's been going on a little longer, dude. It evolved from the gaming epidemic, politics, and all that shit. It's because we have the internet. It's worldly available, and people think it's funny. You get these apps. You get these apps like Twitter, Discord, TikTok, Instagram, and such. And it's bullshit. It's bullshit that none of these social media and the news hasn't been penalized for promoting this type of shit. They're promoting this. They're allowing it to happen. You know, if the government, like President Trump, puts a stop to this, then people will understand there's consequences to your actions. Until we get higher ups to quit this and to nip it in the butt, then everybody would be squared away from all this. I don't harass people. I don't. The real one, she got me blocked. See, the thing is, with Brooke, she had issues from the get-go. But what fueled her issues is not only the general public of her town, it was also the internet. She wouldn't have got to the level she was if it wasn't for the internet. The internet fueled this. And that's where the law went wrong. They blamed her for everything, but failed to realize bulk of it came from the internet. They fueled this type of drama. That's what I'm talking about. Harassing individuals to the point that they commit verbal crimes. They harass them to the point where that individual do verbal crimes that they didn't mean to say. They said it in the heat of the moment, which got them in trouble. Don't blame everything on Brooke. Do not blame everything on Brooke. You guys had a majority of it done to her. Social media is a playground for toxic people, and it needs to stop. It needs to stop 100%. Literally. I am saying this out of my heart, out of my soul. It needs to stop immediately. But first, please help me out with a little bit of donations so I can stay alive and to feed my dog. Please and thank you. Bro, Emma is out for blood. Her husband, Steve, and this guy. Would be an amazing idea that would stop train hopping by make it a federal offense. It is a federal offense if someone gets hurt. Jose was harassed to the point of getting stupid. Really. See, the reason why Emma stopped harassing me in a way is because I'm truthful. I say what I want. And that's the thing. My parents have raised me well enough to understand what I want and what my needs are. Steve alive? Come on, dude. You know he's a serial stalker. He's a serial harasser. You know, you guys think it's funny. And you're the problem. You guys are afraid to admit it. You guys are afraid to admit that you are the problem in the internet drama. Now, if the bigger YouTubers catch on to this, I think I'm making a dent. I will make a dent into the YouTube atmosphere, because some of them have been harassed to the point that they don't even want to go live anymore. They don't. You don't see the mega stars of YouTube live streaming at all, because they don't want this type of grief. And I will stand for the victims of these bullies. Even if it causes me to get more harassed, then yeah, I'll still fight. And I have been talked to cops. Cops been talking to me saying, you know, I understand what you're trying to do, but do it in a different way. I mean, there is no different way other than to quit. And he said, that's my point. Quit what? Giving these harassers a dose of their own medicine? Yes, because we're tired of them calling because their butt hurt. I mean, it's not my fault, but they don't snitch on themselves, do they? No. I mean, there's both sides of the story. I bet they turned me into a suspect, didn't they? Yeah, in a way. In a way, I was like, use your noggins, officer. If someone's complaining and they sound butthurt, then tell them, suck it up, buttercup. I mean, I should be a law enforcement. I should be dispatch. And if every call that gets called in from YouTube atmosphere or a social media atmosphere, and I said, why you calling? Why you calling? Who you calling about? What you doing? Well, sounds like your butt hurt. Suck it up, buttercup. Peace out. That's what be me doing. Bro, I'm about to run out of fucking cigarettes. I lost my fucking vape. I actually did. I should be pew-pewed by law enforcement because I'm telling you guys to quit harassing people. I should be pew-pewed for that. Pew, pew, pew. Yeah, come and pew-pew me. I don't care. You're getting mad at the fact that I'm making a stance against this rhetoric. You're getting mad because if the higher-ups of the government is watching, they're going to shut down your platform? Huh? You're going to get mad because one day... Oh, TikTok is actually being shut down again. Twitch. Twitch is going to be on the verge of shutting down because it's a cesspool of hate. Congratulations. I hope many more is followed. Now, if this site gets shut down because of the hate, then it's a win, lose. It's a lose for me because I'm not making no fucking money if they shut it down. It's a win in that aspect, but it's a loss for me because I'm not making no money. I mean, they should start penalizing these social medias that are literally a cesspool for this environment. I mean, it's unfair for victims like me and many others that get cyberbullied to no end. It's not fair. We're not on here to get bullied. We're not on here to get whatever. We're just here to show an environment that we go through. Different niches, bitches. But that's what I think. That is what I fucking think. Is that these social medias, including the world news, mainstream news, should be penalized $1 billion a day until they get troublesome people to stop. I mean, it starts with social media. It starts with the world news, mainstream news. Penalize them $1 billion a day until they quit. Get these people to quit. I mean, if you start taking out of their pockets, they will start fucking... Literally, they'll start shaping up the atmosphere for social media. I mean, look at Kirk. Someone drove someone to unalive a public figure because of said words. Like, that's stupid. That's stupid. I mean, we got to get a grip. We got to get a grip on the toxicity of these platforms. We got to. I mean, like YouTube, if you're watching, I thought this is a safe platform because obviously it's not. There's people like me getting harassed, getting attacked, getting swatted, getting kicked out of places because of the viewers calling. I thought YouTube is a safe environment. Apparently not. Matthew 2:17, you can earn more collecting. Oh, shut the fuck up. I mean, are you a content creator? Are you a viewer of a content creator? Are you a friend? Whatever. What is your outtake, your hot take on this rhetoric? What is your hot take? How do you feel that your favorite person is getting bullied, getting harassed to no end? Some of you guys drive certain creators to unalive themselves. That shit needs to stop. That shit is not funny. Oh, yeah? Vladimir says, you ain't no Charlie Kirk. You're far from a good person like him, buddy. You're a bum. Everybody's a bum. You're bumming off your employee. I need a better raise. Charlie fought the harassment crowd, and it cost him his life. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. And also, I know the wingnuts of the lefties and the libtards are gonna fucking attack me. See, the thing is, fuck you. I love you. I want to hug you. I want to handshake your hand. I don't care how mad you want to be. That's all I want to do to you. I want to give you a little fucking hug because you couldn't get it from whoever. I want to hug you, console, whatever it's called. I want to change your mind. But no, you want to pew-pew me because what? I talked about the politics the higher-ups needs to penalize these apps. I mean, it has to come down to it. $1 billion a day. Until they can successfully get rid of these troublemakers. YouTube has IP bans. Facebook has IP bans. All these other things, they have the capabilities to shut down toxic people. They have it, but they choose not to. And that's where I draw the line. I want the politics, the higher-ups, to penalize these apps, social medias, even the news, mainstream news, penalize them $1 billion a day until they get rid of the troublemakers. Kill me if you want. Unalive me if you want. I stirred a goddamn pot. My pot's empty. There's nothing in the pot. For real, dude, I am fed up with the toxicity. Day in and day out. Reading other people's live streams, comments. And it's bullshit, dude. Like, it's... I mean, I'm fed up. I am fed up with the toxicity. Until the higher-ups can penalize all these social medias, including the mainstream, $1 billion. Charge them $1 billion until they can get all the troublemakers off the internet. I mean, it'd be a lot safer platforms. A hell of a lot safer platforms. I mean, we wouldn't have these assassinations. We wouldn't have people being battered because of some whack job. We need, especially my community, to shut down these whack jobs of the liberals, of the lefties. I'm not saying all those are very bad. It's those groups that makes that group look bad. So we need to shut it down. I mean, if we have to fucking shut down all the social medias to end the toxicity for a straight year, I'm fucking for it. Because it's getting to that point that something needs to be done. Something has to be done. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of hiding in the fucking woods because one of you fucking nut jobs want to call the cops, want to get me kicked out of certain places. I'm tired of it. Stop creating content for your narratives. Stop it. Immediately. I'm tired of it. No man and woman should be afraid to stream in public. Point blank. Point fucking blank. I should be able to go down that road streaming without care. I should. I shouldn't have a fucking cop tell me, be careful on what I show. I shouldn't. I'm technically a travel channel. But no, I had to sit dormant just to not show locations. That's not fair. Not freaking fair. For anybody that has a higher or lower end channel, pick this topic up and start talking about it. Please. Let's make a movement. Let's make a movement, guys. Oops. Thank you for the $2. Okay, well, you can go make a movement in the toilet. What, you want somebody to hold your hand while you do so? Dan says, I'm gonna talk all the shit I want. Just like he's not gonna shut the fuck up all he wants. Angel says, no problem, lots of love. Smoking that yellow? What? I'm a fucking dude. What are you? No, chat never makes content. It's the creator. It's the creator like me that makes content. Let us make the content. We don't need your help. We don't. Point blank. Point fucking blank. We don't need your help. We can make content all day long. At all. Or at all. Yeah. Whatever. Actually, I've been having 100 plus views for the last 58 minutes. I didn't need your help to make my content. Reese, come here. It looks like I didn't need your help. 121 people. What do you got? Big set of balls then help eliminate the toxicity. Let's get rid of toxicity. Can't you just sit back and watch a streamer do his or her content instead of trying to make content where it's not supposed to be? Can you? For once, stop harassing the fucking content creator. We don't need people like Emma, people like Steve DeLive creating bullshit. We don't. Literally. Why do you think that's necessary? And if you guys want, if you guys don't have the PayPal and stuff, you can click the square. You can donate that away. But no, it needs to stop. This type of harassment needs to stop. And I am hoping and praying that the government and the higher-ups are watching and they penalize all social medias $1 billion a day until it stops. Until the social medias, even the news, puts an end to this type of toxicity. I root for it because it needs to stop. It needs to stop. The viewers are the really big antagonizers. See, the thing is, I'm not a drama channel. I'm supposed to be here to talk to you guys. I'm here to distract you from bullshit, from the political, from your economic defaults, from all the rhetorics. I'm here to distract you from your daily life. We're supposed to kick it and have fun, not kick it and be harassed or you harassing me. That's not what we're about. We're not about it. Financially, I'm not okay. I'm broke. I don't have enough to get pizza. And, unfortunately, I slammed my buckle into the door, not realizing it, so I can't really wear my hip belt. I gotta find a fabric store that sells buckles, which really sucks right now. I gotta find a craft store. Bruh. I can make it more nastier. Of course I got this. My info database needs to be updated. Nah, dude, I'm old school, bro. I don't confine to these new freaking youngsters database. My age and shit, dude. No, dude. It all needs to stop. What up, Chris? I'm reading some of you guys' comments here. This is all lies? How do you know? This dude's flying on Rock Mountain? No, dude. I am not 75. I wish. But no. Definitely not. So you guys are trying to go away from said topic because you want this. I don't want this. I don't want that. I want creators to fight against this type of toxicity. If there is anybody that is higher up in the YouTube world or higher influencer, we need to stop this. We need to work together to talk about penalties for these social media platforms. Because I think $1 billion a day until they get rid of the problematic people would be great. Would be fucking great, dude. That's what I think. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna get some fucking backlash, but I don't care because justice needs to be done. You wouldn't have these assassinations. You wouldn't have these wingnuts going out there creating drama, toxicity where it should never be. We wouldn't have a turning point at every fucking corner. We shouldn't. We should not have any fucking turning points like this. I mean, where does the fucking line exist? Because apparently there is no line. It's a free-for-all. I don't consider it Wild Wild West because them motherfuckers knew how to draw the line. You guys, I don't know what the fuck to call this. What should I call this? Toxicity at its best? Because it's definitely not the Wild Wild West of the internet. Because them motherfuckers knew how to handle themselves way better than today's society. Today's society is pathetic. Pathetic. I mean, hate me if you will. I mean, you'll get that on my other channel. This channel right here, we're talking about toxicity that needs to stop. We need to stop the swatting. We need to stop doxing, harassment, and all that shit. We need to stop it. But apparently you guys don't want it. Apparently. Because it shows in the fucking chat. It shows. I mean, I was listening to Cornelius Van Gogh last night. Dude, I'm not going to repeat what she said. You thought what I said, or made belief that I said, she wants to do something to the president. I'm like, come on, dude. Bruh, you should go back in yesterday's live stream and listen what she said about the president. I'm not gonna repeat it because it's gonna be misconstrued. Like literally. So I'm not gonna repeat what she said she wants happened to the president. I mean, I never did like the bitch. I never did. But I'm not gonna go out there and harass her. Because I'm not a wingnut of the lefties and the libtards. I'm not a wingnut. I'm not a whack job. I'm just gonna let people talk. Because at the end of the day, you got every right to talk. You do. You fucking do. But there's a line. And apparently, no one gives a fuck about that line when it comes to social media. And that's why I want the higher ups in the politics political realm to penalize these social medias, including the news, $1 billion a day until it all comes to an end. Hit them where it hurts. Money. Because no one that is creating content should be in fear of their lives or be manipulated or whatever when they're creating content for you guys. How hard is it to quit? How hard is it to be civilized? America, how difficult is it to be civilized? Because apparently you guys find it very difficult. Apparently. If it counts for anything, you have entertained me for the last half hour, as well as the chat. So there's that. I wouldn't take any of the shit talking comments too deep past someone's being bored. That is also half of the problem. That's also half of the problem. Is some of you guys are bored and you want to see content, and the only way you want to see content is to figure out where the fucker is at, meaning the streamer, the content creator of any platform. You want to figure out where they're at so you can get them kicked off and see the humiliation, which is a crime, but these cops don't care anymore. These cops don't seem to care. And it's a losing battle. But the only way they can win this back is to penalize the fuck out of these social media platforms $1 billion a day. $1 billion. $1 billion a day until they get rid of the problematic people. I mean, that's a possibility that could be worked. That could be worked into existence. Because a lot of these platforms, just like YouTube, has what they call IP blockers. And it could eliminate these drama channels, toxicity channels. And that'll be a better atmosphere. For real. See, that's what I'm talking about, Dan. They need to get rid of you. People like you. They do. They need to not get rid of unalive and just get off the internet. Like how they do for pedophiles. They need to get you off the internet. Because you're the problem. Chris. That is so true. You can't even debate without getting blown away. That is so true. And it's terrible on how the outcome results to that. Nobody should fear their life. Nobody should expect those matters to come to reality. Nobody should expect that. I mean, I shouldn't go down the road fearing that some dumb fucker saw my YouTube and hates that I want to penalize, that I want the government or something higher to penalize these social medias. Because there's going to be somebody out there that wants to do me away by a bullet. There is. I mean, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I am making a stance. I am 100% making a stance. And if I get killed for it, so be it. I lived a good life. I lived October would be 18 years out here. I lived a good life. Just make sure, if you do want to unalive me, just make sure you do it after my dog passes away. She's only 2 years old, so she got a lot of life to live. So after that, then fuck yeah. So hold off until my dog passes away, like when she turns 16, 17, okay? Just hold off till then. Surf does not need me. I don't care how you guys see me. I'm living a good life. By you guys depriving me, fuck yeah. You haven't been complaining this whole time. I've been here because of me. It's because you are getting swatted. Yes, I do get swatted because I show my location. Emma's like, you're a dumbass for showing your location. I mean, like, no, I'm not a dumbass. It's not up to you or your fucking Twitty or, hold on. I mean, because someone showed their location doesn't give you the right to swat them or get them kicked off at a said location. That does not give you that right. That's a crime. That's internet stalking. Plus. Internet stalking plus. I don't know what the fuck you call it. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a legal specialist. Okay? Just because you want content doesn't give you the right to call the police. Doesn't give you the right to harass somebody. It doesn't give you the right to get them kicked out of said locations. It needs to stop. It really fucking needs to. Yeah, I'm talking about, I'm also talking from past experience. I mean, I've gotten swatted 13 fucking times. I have. So I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I've been kicked out of places because you retards thought it'd be funny to make content where it shouldn't have been. Where it should never been. And if any law enforcement that are watching, maybe consider this. Maybe the people that's calling in are the problem. Are the problem. Like, I shouldn't be having this phone on call forwarding. This is on call forwarding because of you fuckers. Will not quit calling my phone. It's stupid. You're altering a streamer from doing what he or she doesn't do on a daily, and that needs to stop. It needs to stop. And I wish that a higher up channel or even a lower end channel talks about this. Because I'm sure there's channels out there that can relate to this topic. We need this to be a trend, not that other bullshit. We need this to be a trend. Point blank. I did not call her 30 times. She's a dumbass. And plus, I'm harassing. You know what? Call it a harassing. I am bothering a harasser. I am giving that harasser their dose of their medicine. She obviously don't like it. Then why does she think her victims like it? Why does she think that her victims like it? Obviously not. Obviously they don't like it. So why does she didn't like it? So why? So why? Point blank. Riddle me that. Why she keeps continuing to harass a drug addict. 2 drug addicts. Does she feel high and mighty from doing that? Does she? Because she got a problem if she thinks she's high and mighty and or better than them. That's a problem. And that needs to be solved. A little bit of reforming needs to be done on that individual. And also, her husband. Alleged husband. She needs to be reformed. Taught better. You know, the sheriff told me, these idiots that are online, they know better. But they choose to dabble into their activities. And that's what gets them in trouble. Sooner or later, Emma's going to get in trouble in UK because UK has a strict policy. And apparently, hey Google. Okay, Google. What is UK's strict policy about harassing people on the internet?
The UK's policy against online harassment is primarily addressed by the Online Safety Act 2023, which requires social media companies to protect users from illegal and harmful content. Other laws, such as the Protection from Harassment Act 1997 and the Malicious Communications Act 1988, also criminalize various forms of online harassment, threatening communications, and cyberbullying.
Hey Google. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Shut the fuck up, Jose. What is UK's strict policy about... Hey, Google. What is UK's policy about cyberbullying people on the internet?
The UK does not have a single law specifically for cyberbullying, but uses existing laws to prosecute it, such as the Protection from Harassment Act 1997 and the Malicious Communications Act 1988. The Online Safety Act 2023 also places a legal duty on social media companies to protect users, especially children, from harmful content like bullying.
Does the UK allow people to bully drug addicts online?
While the UK does not have a specific law for bullying drug addicts, existing laws such as the Protection from Harassment Act 1997 and the Malicious Communications Act 1988 can be used to prosecute online bullying. The Online Safety Act 2023 also requires social media companies to remove illegal content and protect users from harmful content, which can include bullying.
Okay, Google. What is the penalty in UK if get caught for online bullying?
There is no specific law for online bullying, but it is prosecuted under existing laws. Penalties vary depending on the specific offense, but can include fines, imprisonment, and restraining orders. The Protection from Harassment Act 1997 and the Malicious Communications Act 1988 are often used.
And I'm very surprised that Hats didn't fill her in that. I'm very surprised. You're a bad husband, Hats. Yes, you are. And you could be penalized too. Okay, Google. What is the penalty in UK for online drama bullying?
There is no single law for online bullying in the UK, but it is prosecuted under existing laws like the Protection from Harassment Act 1997 and the Malicious Communications Act 1988, which can result in fines, imprisonment, or a restraining order.
Okay, well, you get the gist. Yes, naughty husband. Naughty. Very naughty. Yeah, you think you are. Okay, Google. Is UK law commentary bullying or not?
Bullying is not a legal term in the UK, but harassment is and can be a crime under the Equality Act 2010. Legal commentary on UK law is a secondary source of law used to interpret statutes and case law. It is not bullying.
Okay, Google. What is considered... Oh, you fucking bitch.
How can I help you?
What is considered commentary and not commentary in the UK?
In UK law, commentary refers to secondary sources of law, such as legal treatises, textbooks, and academic articles that help interpret statutes and case law. It provides analysis and context, but is not legally binding. Case law and legislation, which are primary sources of law, are not considered commentary.
In UK, can they hide behind comments? Okay, Google. Can a person in United Kingdom be okay to hide behind commentary when they're bullying or harassing somebody?
No. Hiding behind commentary does not protect a person from the legal consequences of bullying or harassment in the UK. The UK has laws, such as the Protection from Harassment Act 1997 and the Malicious Communications Act 1988, that apply to online behavior and can lead to prosecution if the conduct causes alarm, distress, or is considered grossly offensive.
That's for you, Michael. Michael, figure out where they're at. That's for you, Michael. I'll play it again if you're listening.
No. Hiding behind commentary does not protect a person from the legal consequences of bullying or harassment in the UK. The UK has laws, such as the Protection from Harassment Act 1997 and the Malicious Communications Act 1988, that apply to online behavior and can lead to prosecution if the conduct causes alarm, distress, or is considered grossly offensive.
And some of us actually find it, what's that word? Grossly offensive? Yes. And it causes an alarm. Yes. When you allow your viewers to harass them by telephonic, get them kicked out of places, that's distress. That causes an alarm for both parties, etc. The library that you guys found out where they were. It calls both parties distress, an alarm. It hasn't really crossed the line to grossly offensive. It hasn't. So they can get you on. People that you harass can actually get you on conduct that causes harm, or alarm, or distress. So, yeah, if Michael Hylor is listening, I'm rooting for you. Hopefully you can find out the individuals that caused you distress and to be alarmed. You got every right to fight back. Legally. Yes. Yes, and that's the type of shit that I want social media to eliminate. I want the higher ups to eliminate that. eliminate it. And if they're not willing to eliminate it, then the higher ups, like politics, government, Trump, or whoever in whatever country, should penalize these social medias $1 billion a day until they get rid of problematic people like Emma, Hats, DeLive, Nikki Badass Bitch, and shit like that. That needs to be gone. We content creators need to start creating again, but we can't do that until the higher ups do something about it, like penalize these platforms $1 billion until everything is squared away. Yes. This ain't hilarious. This is far from hilarious. This is causing alarm. This is causing stress. This is causing someone to do stuff that they typically don't do on a normal, like me turning my actual phone to call forwarding to a dead number. I shouldn't be doing that. Because someone slipped and said their number doesn't give you the right to harass them. Someone slipped and gave out their location does not give you the fucking right to dox them, to get them kicked out, or swat them. It does not give you the fucking right. At all. And I am rooting for someone in the political world to penalize these softwares, social media platforms, $1 billion a day until shit is squared away. I want that. I want these higher ups to make an example, because it's not going to quit until something is done. And usually it's violence. And that's not what we want. We want civil. We want happy-go-lucky atmosphere. We can't get that until the higher-ups in the political realm does something. Like I said, or like I mentioned, fine, penalize them $1 billion a day. That's what I want. I'm not fussing about Emma. I've seen her multiple times commenting. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna read your comments. Why my rep is like, why they might be right. I'm kind of sketched. I might shot the glance at the desperate, like, then I forget shit like death grip. Okay, I don't know what that means. Brother, definitely the government needs to get rid of... Oh, what? You hate that this homeless guy is making a fucking point? You're hating the fact that this guy is making a point. Wants to end the toxicity, the cesspool, and you're hating that? Are you a woke liberal, a woke lefty, a fake woke, whatever the fuck they call it? Are you being upset that a higher up might listen to this? and get and buckle down and penalize? And now you're fussing? You're fussing. You're fussing. Stop fussing. Hat says it requires a judge to determine what. Actually, it requires a jury. Obviously, you don't know the legal system, buddy. It requires a judge to determine what constitutes harassment, and no judge will hear a case based on the internet loser who posts their lives publicly. As a public figure, they can be reacted to. See, that's the point that I'm trying to get. It's not up to you to harass that particular streamer. If the streamer is okay divulging his or her, they, them, its lifestyle or whatever goes around, that should be okay with that individual. That individual did not expect someone to cause an alarm or distress them or stress them out. That's where it crosses into criminal activities. You guys promote that. I'm not for it. I am not for it at all. But you gotta be fucking political correct in this fucking day and age. You gotta be correct somehow. You know, if you're gonna make a point or stand for something, you kinda have to include the sensitive categories, people, you know, you got to. If you're gonna make a point, you got to include the sensitive people. And unfortunately, yeah, we gotta include the sensitive people if you're gonna make a point. You can't really be open and make a stance to end something, to end the toxicity. This toxicity is bullshit. I'm tired of it. I'm tired at looking at streamers chat and day in and day out. It's nothing but a cesspool, and I'm done with it. I mean, when I see a bunch of channels, people's harassing them, I just turn off the stream or the YouTubes, and I play Pandora. I listen to music because I get so mad at the fact that that streamer cannot stream, cannot produce content because they have to take time out of their life to address something that shouldn't be addressed. Like, this is taking time out of my time, but I'm willing to stand up for the weak. I am willing to stand up for the weak. You're just mad because you can't find out where the fuck I'm at. Oh, my back. Riri, lay down. I'm definitely not liberal. I'm definitely not anything but for what's right. And if you think this is not right, then you got a problem. You got a fucking problem. You know what's right and wrong. And apparently, you don't care about what's right. Apparently. I can see it. I can see that you guys have a problem. You do. You don't like it. when someone stands up and call out the bullshit and wants to put an end to the toxicity cesspool. You don't like it. I'm a threat. I'm a threat to your toxicity. That's why you want to shut me down. For real. You want to try so hard to shut this fucking loser up. Am I wrong? Am I right? Am I wrong or right? I don't hear anything. I do want to say a special thank you to the 4,346 people that tuned in. And I have averaging view about 1 minute and 55, almost 2 minutes, which is pretty good. Concurrent viewers. Views. Yeah. How the fuck am I always wrong? You think I'm wrong to stand up to the cesspool? Do you think I'm wrong for standing up to the cesspool? You call me wrong for standing up for to end toxicity? You calling me wrong? You say I have no voice in this when I do get affected by swatting, harassment, doxing, and getting kicked the fuck out of places? You calling me wrong for standing up for this? You're the fucking problem. You're the problem. I'm not. Sorry, I had to make a little joke. Alright, I saw that comment. Frederick, he's pissed because I'm putting an end. I'm trying to put an end. I'm trying to stand for something that is right, not for something that's wrong. He doesn't understand that. He doesn't understand that I am trying to end the toxicity. I am standing just like Charlie Kirk. I'm being shut down because nobody wants to hear this. You don't want to hear this, whoever it is. You want the toxicity. You want people to be alarmed, stressed out. You want them to stroke out, have a heart attack, and crash out. I don't want that. I want to see a smile on a happy-go-lucky streamer like Michael Hylor. I want to see a smile. I want to see them not hiding their locations. I want them to feel comfortable to show wherever they fucking are without toxicity. Without toxicity. I want like-minded streamers to walk down their highways, walk down their alleyways, and not care about being doxxed or harassed. Because at the end of the day, they're providing content in their own special, unique way. Stop adding toxicity, alarm, stress to these individuals that are willing to provide content in their own unique way. Stop. Stop. Please. For the namesakes of God, stop causing drama. Stop creating content that shouldn't be created. Let the streamer stream. Stop. In the name of love. What's love got to do with this? What's love got to do with this? Oh, man. Hi. What is my own damn fault? So who the fuck are you to tell a streamer to stop begging? If a streamer needs something, then his or her, them, they, it community is allowed and up to them to donate. It's not up to you, the toxic person, to tell somebody not to donate. I mean, all this gotta stop, dude. I mean, if nobody's willing to stand up for what's right, then I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna be an adversary to end toxicity on these social medias. I don't want it. I want people having fun. I want people having fun. I don't want to see them alarmed. I don't want to see them stressed out because they're afraid to show something in their precious life. I don't want that. I truly want them to feel happy-go-lucky. Maybe they got a favorite store they want to show. They can't because of you guys. Because of you creating bullshit. Creating doxing and swatting and all that. Well, thank you, Death Grip. Because I think it's time for a homeless person that sees both sides of the political realm, both sides of social media. Not only we're outsiders, we're also insiders. We get that there needs to be something to accommodate all this grief. Nobody should be stressed out. Nobody. Because somebody said something on the internet doesn't give you the right to attack them, to shut them up. Because somebody is doing something that you didn't like doesn't give you the right to make billions of videos about them. It doesn't. People see. They don't need your help to see. Because people are already smart. People are smart. They see what's going on. They don't need Emma. They don't need hats to show them what's going on. It's the individual's interpretation. If they want to watch, they can watch. You don't demand them to stop watching them by making false narratives about them on your channel or in somebody else's comments. Stop that shit. Stop it. Just stop it. Literally. You're famous. Somebody just texted me. Huh. It's only 22 people watching. Aggressive defiance reaction. Hello. Hi. I mean, I will be an adversary to end toxicity on the internet. I mean, like I said, I wish there's a higher up that can penalize these social medias platforms $1 billion a day. And it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt people like YouTube, business like YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, TikTok, Twitter, and shit like that. But, you know, you gotta hurt them in their pockets. Because they're allowing this shit. They're allowing all this toxicity that's gotten too far. It's gotten too far. If this makes the news, then I've done an impact. I have done something to generate positivity. I'm just that ripple in that ripple. in that river trying to cause something better. I feel positive. I feel happy for speaking out, for trying to get something done in the light of positivity. Because I want positivity. I want you to feel safe in my channel, my environment. I want you to feel safe. I want you to see me walk down the highway live as shit, catching rides, doing stuff that is not illegal. Like me walking down the highway, me showing a town. I can't do that because it got retards like you calling the cops, getting me kicked out. I'm thankful the last few hotels that I stayed in understood the bullshit. But why affect a community, an actual community, on the outside of YouTube because of your hatred? Because of your hatred, you're affecting towns. You're affecting resources because of your hatred, your boredom, and your cesspool of toxicity. You're the problem, not the content creator. I get it. There's bad apples in every department of life. I get it. But majority, you're the problem. The viewer is the problem. We need to get rid of that. IP ban ASAP. Otherwise, we need higher ups to penalize these media softwares, platforms, $1 billion a day until something is done. In all honesty. We're gonna listen to this guy. This guy is saying something.
This is the Riddler. Look at that mouth, son. Look at that mouth.
You see this? You see this? I mean, guy, you got 14 views.
Fucker ain't talking 5 minutes.
Explained word for word, right?
Let's go, Batman.
Exactly what they're doing. And how much more in line with my...
Oh my God, his camera came on. Nick, look. All I want for Christmas is my two front teeth. My two front
You see this? This is harassment. This is bullying. This is bullying. This is what I'm talking about. That needs to stop.
That's the best looking Bruce Wayne walking the planet.
That needs to stop.
All I want.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
You know.
New simp coming out of the woodwork for Brooke. And you won't believe who it is. Wait till you...
See, this...
Right now. This is my two... Get a parcel, bro.
This is what I'm talking about. That's harassment. Causing an alarm. Perfect example.
Perfect example. Perfect example. Perfect example.
Sorry about that, guys. I mean, I just gave you a perfect example. That shit needs to stop. Who gives a fuck if my teeth are yellow? Who gives a fuck? I don't care. I don't give a shit. What's the link? I don't give out troublesome channels links. I don't. I never harass people. It's the harassers that are getting harassed. Another fucking lie? For what? For what? I mean, obviously you're rooting for toxicity. Obviously, it shows in my chat. It does. It shows that you're rooting for toxicity. You see? Big T says, you're such a clown. Toxicity. Oh my hell. Mountain Dew brain, huh? You know companies don't just have $1 billion in their books. It's all invested. Bro, I don't even have money for beer. I really don't. No, I'm not drunk. I just literally was screaming on the top of my lungs, and nobody's caring about it. They obviously listened, and they're like, wow, this guy's really talking about ending toxicity. None of them called the cops. I mean, I bet you I had a few eyes and ears listening in this community. They're probably trying to figure out what channel I'm on. Fox News, you're funny. There's different types. But your criticism is toxic. People know how to take, I know how to take criticism, but your type of criticism isn't criticism. It isn't. It is far from it. How am I toxic? Am I toxic because I'm trying to end toxicity? Say what you mean, but don't say it mean, people. Okay, bruh. Who gives a shit you don't like them? You're out for 24 hours. How am I very toxic? Riddle me that one. I need a haircut, folks. You know, a lot of you guys are stupid. Very fucking stupid. And that's what I'm talking about. Toxicity, doxing, swatting, and shit like that. And no, I am nowhere near that. It's a green screen. Now you caused an alarm. I don't give a fuck if the cops come. I tell them that I'm doing a live stream about ending toxicity, doxing, swatting, and all that shit. Whoever fucking called you, you need to do a ping on them. And arrest them for doing that. See, these people are just causing alarm. How do you know you might not be smarter than me? See, I'm not gonna shut you down. I know for a fact I'm smarter than you ever pretend to be. Give me some fucking clues. I'm not a fucking addict. Hey, Ree. Hey, you got a call, didn't you?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, sorry, she's friendly. I'll put a muzzle on her.
It's fine. She's tied up.
Oh, I'm doing hold on. I'm doing a segment about quitting. This is what I'm talking about. I'm doing a segment here.
About quitting what?
Quitting swatting, doxing, and calling the cops.
Okay.
And this is what I'm talking about. Right here. This is what I'm proving. That it needs to be stopped. Whoever did what I don't know what they called you about. I'm actually live streaming.
Okay.
And this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, people, they get concerned about certain things. Especially when we got.
Nobody here called. It's Daniel Green. I don't know where he lives. I don't know if it's his actual name.
Okay.
He doxed this location, and you guys hear it out of nowhere. Boom. Now I'm doing a live stream and showing them.
Someone called about you. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, it's online. It's Daniel Payne's you. Whoever called you, you can do a ping, reverse ping, and file for false. I don't know what they said.
I think it was a passerby.
There was nobody here.
Just drove by in a car and seen you and see you hang out the car.
That's a lie.
Did you tell what agency you were at?
No, sir.
Okay. So I
He
mean,
said Memorial Park. Obviously, he showed up. I deleted the thing.
What's going on?
Well, there's a group of people, and I'm trying to educate and trying to tell that whoever's higher up needs to penalize these social media $1 billion a day because they have what they call IP bans, and it eliminates. And if these social medias get affected out of pocket, it all stops unnecessary resources being spent like this. And they don't like me shutting that down. You get these whack jobs that are reaching out to you guys, causing alarm. And I'm saying, this has caused me alarm because I don't know what they said to you. I mean, my name is Jose Sanders during this live stream. I'm out here trying to make a stance about toxicity.
Where are you from?
I'm briefly. Let me mute that. Well, obviously they fucking know where I'm from.
I was asking you. Were you from around here? Or?
No, I'm just past the road.
Okay. You ride with the trains?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've
we
been having.
don't enforce that. We get a lot of traffic that comes.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Dude, they didn't even say anything to me though. But I'm gonna probably walk out to a better location.
Okay.
But
yeah, I mean, obviously to get someone's attention, they call. We're gonna come check around and make sure you're okay. You're not doing anything.
and if they do continuously call you, I'm sorry. I was told to not go live stream to end this stuff, but me, I want to stand up. I want to make a stance. I want to be like a Charlie Clark.
Where are you ultimately heading to? Where are you trying to get?
I am not going to tell them that because they will stop. And this is what I'm talking about, guys. This is senseless activities. Very sensitive. Or senseless, dude. I showed them. I showed them what I was doing in my live stream. Talking about that. I lost my lighter. Oh. Yeah, that's what I told them. This is what I'm talking about. And I told them, you gotta call her because they probably didn't like the words I was saying. Like, these media softwares needs to be shut down, but penalized $1 billion a day until this activity that you guys call swatting and getting needs to be shut down, dude. It does. It's fucking retarded. I showed them. This is it says swatting senseless by harassing people for content can't continue. This is what I'm talking about. Somebody made my fucking point. Literally. You made my fucking point. And they kind of like that idea. And I was like, it starts with you guys. I literally say it starts with you guys to shut down this type of activities. I'm not out here. And I said it was Daniel Plainview that and reverse the call. Reverse the call and you'll see where it came from.
Hey, don't let them talk bother you.
Hey, come here. Hey, sir. No, it's my internet. I'm live streaming. Shut up. I was live streaming talking about ending swatting and all that shit. The cops are nice. No, I'm live right now. Because they standards, huh?
What did they want?
Oh no, somebody called in saying that I was being a nuisance, and I showed them. Sorry about my dog.
Oh, no, you're good.
I'm making statements against swatting, harassing people, and they made my point.
Hey, this is a park as well, so
Yeah. No, it was online. It was a view.
how they know where you're at? You have a location now?
No. I don't know how, but they're stalking.
Where are you from?
I'm from Philadelphia area.
Passenger?
Yeah.
Okay. They won't bother you here if you're hanging out all
Yeah, I
night.
told them that. I told them I'm making a stance against swatting and toxicity of the internet.
Did you make a camp yet?
No.
You know how to get to the river?
Yeah.
Okay. They won't bother you down there.
Yeah, they told me there's a lot of riders and they don't do anything about it.
Yeah, we always do what we do.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
You too, sir. Sorry about that, curious people. He yelled out and said, don't let them cops hops. They were good to me. They were good to me. You guys made my point. This is why we need to shut down this type of activity. Harassing, swatting, and trying to get people kicked out needs to stop. And I urge the higher ups to charge these social media and the news $1 billion a day until it all stops. That's the only way. I really don't want them to shut it down, but if they charge these software, these platforms, it's gonna fucking make a dent in these platforms' pocket. Fuck yeah, I'm for it. I made my goddamn point. I mean, you guys made the point for yourselves. Yeah. See, Pennsylvania is one of them states. Is they're for you or they could be against you. And me personally, I don't want nobody to be against me. I don't want to cause no grief, but you guys caused it. You're the ones that called the cops, not me. Nobody else out here. Even the locals said nobody's gonna mess with you. Nobody. Literally. This type of drama needs to be knit. Point blank. It's only 2 hours and 13 minutes. I mean, who else want to make a point? Who else? It's because I don't it's 60 likes on my end. Because I turn off that fucking like thing. You know? It's a domino effect. I turn that shit off. I stand up for those that get bullied. And this is one of my ways to actually stand up. Yeah, Daniel Plainview. I snitched you out. What are you gonna do? Kill me? You gonna shoot me in the neck? There is no drone. Yes, I'm standing up by sitting down, okay? I gotta check to see how much battery power or batteries or how much juice is on my battery. Dude. I'm fucking I'm fucking racked, dude. It is alarming, unsettling when the cops do show up. Like, what the fuck did I do? I didn't do shit. Didn't do anything. KZ, what's your idea? What is your idea? Dude, this is my 14th time getting swatted. You guys are fucking taking tallies. And that should be shut down, too. That should be shut down. hisY is guilty of trying to end toxicity. I mean, am I wrong for doing that? Am I wrong? He's Hobo Gandhi. That's funny, Bailey. Or Siamese cat. I mean, this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to make a change. Charlie tried, but unfortunately something happened to him. But we all need to take a stance on toxicity. We need to shut it down at the source. We need to. And unfortunately, the source is social media. Social media is the source. We need to shut it down by penalizing these platforms $1 billion a day until they successfully IP banned these retards. Destroy the Matrix. Heck yeah. And why is this not being charged? There we go. 49%. Damn. I thought that phone was being charged. Hee. Johnny, I hope you don't. That's also another way to take a stance. I mean, toxicity is not a freedom of speech. Toxicity, the way you guys are doing, is not freedom of speech. Well, I know you're being sarcastic, but thank you. I mean, yes, it is the internet, but there shouldn't be this type of cesspool. I mean, it's like I said earlier in the broadcast, this is not a Wild Wild West, because those motherfuckers knew how to handle business without this type of stupidity. And plus, they didn't have social media back then. They didn't have the internet. They dealt with it. But I bet you went to college because you know so much. Are you a robot? No. See, I see that. I see that he isn't all there, but they have been bothering him for over a year, even when he had a car. Also, the kid. Oh, you're talking about Brooke. I thought you was talking about me. Sorry. Did I get funds before the internet? Huh. Think about it. J.O.B. Bro, a lot of people, your favorite content creators, of course they're gonna make shit up just so they can hype up the chat, get a little interaction, a little like. But YouTube is not real life. YouTube is supposed to be meant for entertainment. But guess what? You took it out of context. You're taking it to where it shouldn't be by doxing, swatting, harassment, getting people kicked out. That should never be a part of the internet. At all. In all honesty, I want to say a special thank you to the 5,313 people that tuned in today. It is what you signed up. No, nobody signed up to get doxxed, swatted, kicked out of places. Nobody signed up for that shit. And that's why I am trying to fight to end this type of cesspool. To end it. And it starts with the law enforcement. What makes you think I'm a junkie? What makes you think I'm a junkie? Riddle me that. Obviously, you can't riddle me. Obviously. Well, obviously, I'm in Pennsylvania. Obviously. I'm not going to tell you where else, though. But in all honesty, we need to shut it down. We need to shut down the toxicity. Like, I don't know how to explain this shit. Other than that. Other than that, dude. This is stupid. Very. I mean, literally, dude. You think calling somebody to get them in trouble is funny? That needs to be nipped. Literally. That's just pure bullshit.
Find them $1 billion a day. Yeah, that's feasible, Jose.
This activity that you guys call
They don't even
swatting
make $1 billion a day, you dumbass.
I mean, it needs to be done, you fucking tart. It needs to be done. 100%. Something needs to be done. This is, it says swatting senseless by harassing people for content can't continue. This is what I'm talking about. Somebody made my fucking point. Made my fucking point.
Oh. Poor baby.
Literally. You hear this? A guy's restreaming me.
He
Made my fucking point.
He thinks it's funny.
I mean, it is
Thinks it's
funny
okay.
that somebody
He thinks
made my
it's
point.
funny. So guess what's going to keep happening, Jose? This is a vicious cycle, bro.
It is a vicious cycle. I agree on that.
That's like, it starts with you guys. I literally say it starts with you guys to shut down this type of activities. I'm not out here. And I said it was Daniel Plainview that, and reverse the call. Reverse the call and you'll see where it came from. Hey, come here. Hey, sir.
Yeah, my dog, man. My dog, dude. She'll bark. She's an awesome dog. Sometimes she doesn't realize. Breaking news. Where am I at? There we are. Huh, a snitch? No, it's not snitching when you're trying to shut down toxicity. We need to shut it down. We need to get rid of this type of fucking activity. You might not be for it, but I am. I'm 100% for shutting it down. I don't care what your butt hurt mind feels. Take the fun out of this type of activity. Take the fun out of it. I want it. I want that. I mean, I want to stream on a daily life without getting harassed. I want to stream without having a fucking cop show up. I want to stream in a hotel without callers trying to get me kicked out. I can't do that. I can't. Because you guys think it's funny. You guys want to be a part of that. I don't. I don't want to be told by the cops that I can't stream because of you faggots. I really don't. I mean, literally, I'm taking a stance. Hate me if you will. Hate me if you will. I mean, there's people on the sidelines telling me, don't stir up the pot. I'm like, bro, this is how people continue to bully others. This is why people are afraid to stand up. And I'm showing that standing up is right. Standing up for a victim is right. If you see somebody getting ridiculed, stand up. Who cares if you're going to get some backlash out of it? Stand up, protect the victim. Like I said, all this crap needs to stop. And the only way it can be stopped is if these higher up politicians can put a stern penalty fine on these social medias. Google is one of the biggest platforms. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. How much money does Google make on a daily basis?
Google, under its parent company Alphabet, makes more than $1 billion in revenue daily. This figure fluctuates based on the company's various income streams, including advertising, cloud services, and hardware.
And that guy said YouTube and YouTube don't make that much. I'm gonna say this out loud. I'm gonna play this out loud.
Google, under its parent company Alphabet, makes more than $1 billion in revenue daily. This figure fluctuates based on the company's various income streams, including advertising, cloud services, and hardware.
So $1 billion a day? It's not gonna hurt them. It's not gonna hurt them. But it is gonna make a sensitive to shut down toxicity. So that guy that says that these platforms don't make that much, go fuck yourself. Know your facts before you speak, buddy. I shut him down on that one. stir it up like stir it up like some top ramen. I mean, this only cost me $3. I bought it like an hour or two before the live stream. I got like $2-3 left. I can't get no food with it. That's okay. Yeah, more government and oversight solves everything. Well, unfortunately, it has to come down to it. I mean, I don't like dictating shit, but I'm leaning towards it when it comes to social media. This is very unnecessary, dude. This type of rhetoric is unnecessary. Nobody needs to be stressed out. Nobody needs to be alarmed. And you guys that are toxic cause this type of grief. For real. Smurf dog had a stroke. What do you mean by that? Bro, I am not the problem. Jacob said you are the problem. You never want to change. How am I the problem? Riddle me that one. How am I the problem? Okay, can we not talk about Jesus right now? We're talking about a serious problem that needs to be nipped. It needs to be nipped. You're smart, but you don't want to use your brain. Okay, that doesn't tell me anything. Other than you got an opinion or a statement. Riddle me that one. So you telling me that nobody wants to change? Nobody wants the toxicity to go? Like, literally. You're the problem. What are we doing 3 for? It sounds like a lot of you guys are talking gibberish. A lot of you guys are talking gibberish. What the fuck? Like, literally. Speak English. Type a sentence that coexists with said topic. Obviously, you're not speaking of it. This is why Charlie Kirk allowed certain people to speak. But you still have a voice. but use that voice to do something better. Like to end swatting, doxing, getting people kicked out, harassment. End it. We need it to be ended. Dead. Yes, Jerry. Yes, totally. Okay, Google. In the U.S., how many citizens are swatted, doxed, and harassed via social media platforms?
Specific numbers are difficult to find, but swatting incidents are on the rise, with one former FBI agent reporting over 1,000 cases in 2019. Online harassment is more widespread. A 2020 Pew Research Center survey found that 41% of American adults have experienced some form of online harassment, including doxing.
That's pretty high. Thank you for the 49. I don't know what that is. $1.99. Thank you. That's pretty high. We need to lower it down to like 0%. We don't need this type of rhetoric, this type of toxicity. We need to get rid of it here in the United States. It might not seem high to you, but it's high to me. I'm sure the police department are getting fed up with the bullshit calls. I mean, they could do something about it. They could, but they choose not to. Damn. Yeah, dude. So, like, literally, I totally agree with Jose on people being toxic. Why suicide is going through the roof. It is. Some people don't know how to handle certain scenarios. Some people don't know how to figure shit out. But in reality, I gotta go. I'm going to end the stream because I need to go find a bathroom. But that looks like a cop. Looks like he's turning around. Oh, no, it's a cop. Nope. That's not a cop. I saw it better. Why you were... Dude, I made a point. Someone swatted me. That's 13 times. Yes, you remember. Thank you. Thank you for gifting 5 memberships. If you guys want to donate to my Cash App, PayPal, it's all in my description. That'll help me survive another day. And it'll help me get more than a soda. Please and thank you. Thank you for sending $2 earlier. Um. Thank you. So what if my teeth are in bad condition? Let me go check to see how much battery I got, or how many juices I got on my battery pack. 77. Hell yeah. 77%. We're getting there. We're getting there. I'm gonna try to get it to like 85. It's gonna take a little time. Yeah, I definitely got spotted this morning in the yard, and I guess it was a worker that is not used to this yard, and it was two individuals. One was wearing, it was actually one, I guess he was checking something, and what's up, mamas? He was checking on something, and about maybe 4 or 5 hours later, him and another buddy, I guess his co-workers, was gonna do some work on a train or a string of carts, and I can hear the guy in the bright yellow saying, "Hey, there's a guy with a dog in the woods." And the guy in the orange, he said, "Fuck that dude. He ain't doing nothing." Literally straight up said, "Fuck that dude. Let's do our job. He ain't bothering nobody." He wasn't about paperwork. That's awesome. You see this type of toxicity? It's stupid. Just remember, I don't say people's names. If you donate, I just say thank you for the X amount of money. Thank you, thank you. Alright, it doesn't seem like people are trying to hold a actual conversation about this topic. They just want to gawk and make fun of it. That's not fine to me. So I'm just gonna go live. I am just gonna stay live longer until I get people that are on board and not pussies to fight against said title. You know, we gotta fight against it. We really do. It is, dude. I mean, they made a point on why they made a point that by swatting me today, they made my point on why these social media needs to be penalized financially. They made a point. So yeah. If this makes it viral, if this makes it to the point to where it reaches the news and or the political realm, then I made a dent. I achieved something. I achieved something if it did reach that level. Yes, they also called they called up the hotel to get him out. Yes, they did. It's retarded. These people don't realize. These toxic people don't realize. My viewers, like you, paid for those hotel rooms. They're wasting precious viewers' money. They don't realize that. You guys that are righteous paid for that hotel room. And these toxic people like Daniel Plainview and his like-minded buddy called up a hotel to get me kicked out. They just wasted X amount of money multiple times. And it's stupid. This type of activity needs to be shut down. What's my cash out? Oh, alright, just give me a second. Yes, people are being fucked up, and that's not right. I'm lucky that I have a voice. I'm lucky I know how to talk to the cops. I'm very lucky that I am somewhat piss poor educated enough to know how to diffuse the situation. I'm lucky enough to have that ability. For some of you guys, streamers, I'm sorry. It hurts. That's why I want to stand up for you weaklings. I want to stand up and make a stance. I want to say a special thank you to the $8 donator. That'll help me get something to eat at least. Oh, $8 more. Okay, got it. Instant. Thank you very much. I'm sad that we live in a world filled with toxicity. It hurts my heart to see said behaviors unfolding before our eyes and ears. I'm sad that there's people like you that thinks it's funny. I'm sad. It hurts my heart. It hurts my heart. to know people like you that likes toxicity. It hurts. But in all honesty, it's going to take a lot more than one individual to make a stance on social media platforms. So I'm asking, if you have a platform of any any levels, help fight against swatting, doxing, toxicity of any source. You have a platform for a reason. Let's stand against this stupidity. Please do not be on the right side of stupidity. I'm asking for the general public that is watching. Please stand up. Make a stance against this rhetoric, swatting, harassing. It has to stop. It has to. Please, I beg for whoever's listening that has a social media platform, stand up against it. I'm not sorry that it has to be done by a homeless person to stand up. My message for you before I log off for the night: think about it. Think on what I have said in today's program. I want you to be a positive impact in ending toxicity like swatting, harassment, getting streamers kicked out of any sorts. That's my message for you today. If it falls on deaf ears, it hurts me hard. If it has. Peace. For now. Just remember, be true. Stay true. If not, you ain't shit.